I had a friend in high school. She was tall and beautiful. Her family was middle class. One day I went over to their place to hang out, and when I arrived, she was bawling her eyes out. She was probably 17 years old. I asked her what's wrong. She looks at me with her sad eyes and her quivering lip and says, "You know how some people were meant to do something in life? Well, I was meant not to work. Oh." Oh man. Before I got there, her mother told her that if she wanted to get a car, she had to get a job. Life has been so easy for so many young adults, they think it can stay that way without them having to do anything. They don't understand that their father, who's driving a big rig all over God's country, is working his butt off to provide that easy life. They don't understand how hard it is for their mother, who's working an office job and being a part-time single mom while dad is on the road hauling that freight. In the young person's eyes, they see the TV, the smartphone, the warm bed, the food on the table, and the cool clothes as something they deserve, something they're owed, something that was easily provided for them. I mean, how could they possibly understand it any differently? They didn't have to do anything for it. At 17, my father joined the Air Force. He served 20 years. Then he did insurance inspections while he got his bachelor's degree in accounting at age 40. He ended up getting a job at the post office after graduating magna cum laude. He did that for about a decade and then started his own businesses. He did an array of pyramid schemes. He sold NSA water filters. He started a jewelry business. He got his real estate broker's license and started a real estate business. And that's where he's at today. He's 75 years old, and him and my mother are selling houses for a living. That's over 50 years of taking risks and working his butt off to provide his family a good American middle-class life. Thanks, Dad, and happy Father's Day. His generation, like so many before it, understood that if they wanted to survive and provide them and their loved ones with everything they need and a lot of what they wanted, they had to work hard for it. No two ways about it. The life they had was a life they had to create. However, a lot of them did too good of a job. They made it too easy for the next generation coming up. So now the mindset has changed. It's no longer about hard work and opportunities. Most young people have big dreams but no real work ethic. They've gotten everything they need and never had to do anything for it. For these young people to now go out on their own and provide for themselves seems unfair because the only jobs they can get won't provide the lifestyle that they're accustomed to. That makes it hard. And that's why so many young people say that they don't see many opportunities out there, because they're looking for a job that will provide them with the same lifestyle that their parents can provide for them. Their parents who've been working on a 20 or 30-year career, mind you. Now, just think back to your first apartment. It probably wasn't as nice as Mommy and Daddy's place, was it? You didn't have enough money to furnish it, so you bought some stuff at the Goodwill or took in a friend's old couch. But it was awesome, wasn't it? It was an adventure. You were on your own. Maybe you lived with some roommates, maybe a girlfriend. I have nothing but fond memories about that time in my life. And we have to instill that sense of adventure into our children, along with responsibility and a good work ethic. Jordan Peterson often talks about giving your children tasks from a really early age. A 3-year-old can't fully set the dinner table, but she can hand some stuff to Mommy or Daddy. She can carry a few things from the counter to the table. And making her learn that starts her on the path to a good work ethic and a good understanding of responsibility. And we can't just give our kids everything they want, even if we can afford it. As life has gotten better for the middle class, we're understanding less and less that it was hard work that made it that way. We have politicians who now believe that the government can just guarantee everyone a good-paying job. They have no fundamental understanding of where a good job even comes from. But of course, to the people who don't want to work, it sounds great. A guaranteed good-paying job that you don't have to do anything to get. You don't have to have a particular skill or any experience. You don't have to be better than anyone else. Just the fact that you're alive guarantees that you get a good-paying job. A system like that would turn every industry it touches into the DMV. And the last time I was at the DMV, I waited almost 3 hours before my number was called. And then when I got up there, the lady was having an ongoing conversation with the worker in the cubicle next to her. They were laughing and joking about whatever. They had no reason to provide a quick, professional service. And that's why I use AAA now. The last time I went there, it took me about 10 minutes to get 2 car registrations renewed. This utopia that the left believe can happen under their control would be like the DMV taking over the country. And that would be when it's working as designed, before the inevitable collapse of the entire system. Look, the abundance we have in our lives, with the absence of discipline, is going to destroy us. We spoiled our kids to the point that they think socialism is an acceptable option. John Hickenlooper was booed at the California Democratic Convention for suggesting that socialism isn't the answer.
Socialism is not the answer. I was reelected.
How lazy have we become that so many Americans are willing to give the control of their life over to the state for the promise of security? It's terribly sad. You're living in the greatest country in the greatest time in history, and you want to throw that away, all because you just don't want to work. And that's a simple truth. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to become a supporting member of Blue Collar Logic, click on the link in the description and give what you can.